Alrighty, good afternoon. My name is Gabe Gonzalez, and today I'm going to, it's kind of like a build in public series, but it's going to be me walking through how I'm going to build out a personal kind of portfolio website. I think it'd be pretty interesting, and I think we could do it pretty quickly. So put together a little slideshow here of what the overview of the process is going to be like. So here's what we have. So first we're going to need that personal information. We're going to have context. May or may not drop my resume in there. We'll see. Definitely a headshot. Kind of some information about what I want the website to be and what I want it to look like. Find a design inspiration. That's easy. There's a lot of really good websites. We will go ahead and set up the project. We will build it with Claude Code. We will push it to GitHub, and then we'll deploy it on Railway. So it kind of acts as like WordPress in an interesting way, but it's pretty cheap. So Railway is very cheap, and it allows you to deploy live, I guess, GitHub repos and push them to a live environment as opposed to them just kind of living on a file system. So let's go ahead and get started. Number one, get your context. So this is going to be who you are, what you want your business to say, what you want this portfolio to be like. Really any website. For me, I'm just going with a personal portfolio for now. What the site needs, pages, features, forms, pretty easy. I already know who my target audience is, but for you, it could really be anybody. So if you're trying to do a business website, we could do that pretty easily. But for me, again, it's going to be a personal portfolio. So let's start here. I think this is going to make the most sense, and I'll show you how I would build this out. Like I said, it'll just be a live build. So these are sites that people like publish kind of pushed templates to, and can easily just screenshot that and go from there. So let's see of the layouts. This becomes your visual reference for Claude Code. So first and foremost, make sure you have Claude Code, make sure you have GitHub, make sure you have Railway. I'll kind of get into Railway a little bit. And then you're probably gonna want kind of whatever context you have before that, as well as, this is gonna be the tricky one. Well, I guess not really, but it's just a Chrome extension. So I use this all the time. There's probably a million other ways to do this, but that's what I use. It's called Go Full Page, and it allows you to take a full page screenshot of boom, boom, boom. So sometimes it's, it's annoying just to take one screenshot of one page, so, or just like what's on your screen. So, all right, let's hop right in here. So let's look at Dribbble. I've had success with Dribbble in the past. So the world's top designers. Oh, look, there was already one for portfolio. Look at this. All right, so this will be a personal portfolio. It is really AI and marketing based. I love Framer. I use Framer for a website already. Let's see what this guy looks like. Really nice. I wonder how well that'll translate. Portfolio. Let's do personal portfolio website. Let's do that. I don't have a screenshot that's set up like that. Let's look at this. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like this. I like this a lot. I think we're gonna go with this guy. Latest works, design and insights and trends. Let's go with this guy. Okay. So now that we have decided on a template, this is when we hit Go Full Page. I think we ran into some issues with Go Full Page. Maybe we don't. Design starts here. Okay. So what is the best way to do this? Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can take a screenshot of this guy. I think we might have been able to. Okay, it's a little small. Let's not do that. Let's just do a normal screenshot. Okay. So that is Command-Shift-4 on the Mac. Let's do this. Awesome. All right, so now we have that screenshot there. Great. Let us go over to our buddy Claude. Let us go to Claude Code. All right. Now, since I'm using the website, it's probably gonna ask me to create that GitHub repo. Let's not do that just yet. Maybe I just use my personal Claude. It is open on the other page, my other screen here. Give me 1 second. Let me do a new chat. All right, here we go. So we won't end up using a local, even though it'll ask me to. Cloud default. Okay, let's try like this. I want you to create this website using this design. We'll host it on GitHub for now. Take this guy. Oh, that's my screenshot. All right, here we go. All right, so we will go over to GitHub and create that repo real quick. Let's this guy portfolio. All right, create the repo. Nice. Alrighty, perfect. And boom, there she is. Nice. Let us see what it comes up with. So after this, I'll probably put my content in. I probably could have done that now ahead of time. But I think I'm just gonna run with this guy for now, just to see what the design comes out to. In my experience, ChatGPT might do a little bit better on creating a website like this, but let's see what it puts together here. All right, while this is going, and it's been going now for, looks like I'm at 8 minutes, I'm going to go back over here, put this image in that is still running on Claude Code. Take this guy, copy the image, and I'm gonna have it explain it. Create an AI prompt on how to build this website exactly for Claude. Probably need to post the image. All right, let's see. I'm seeing some of the things that Claude looks like it's putting together. You know, I'm not looking too hot over there. So let's see. We're gonna have some faith in the chat. See what we got here. Okay. Wow. A little bit better than just dropping it in there. So let's just go ahead and hit copy up here. This guy is really taking some time. I'm just gonna go ahead and stop him. I'm gonna say, let's do a new one under portfolio. So it's still under portfolio here. We want to build a website that looks like this, but use these instructions. Boom, nice. And let me go ahead, drop in that screenshot that we had. Boom. All right, now let's see. I'm gonna be back after Claude Code has finished running, and I will show you what the next iteration looks like. All right, we are back. I think it had been close to about 14-15 minutes here of it just kind of doing its own thing. So this does happen a lot for me. So it'll push things into GitHub, but it does it on a separate branch, so not on the main branch. So I'm gonna ask it now to, hopefully it doesn't take another 20 minutes, but I'm gonna say commit and push to main. So let's see what that looks like. I don't think it should take too long. I think a lot of the time it's just in GitHub pushing a branch. Nothing new to commit, everything's already committed. Let me check if main exists. All right, let's see. Yeah, generally this doesn't take too long. Let me see. I don't even know what it looks like just yet. Push main. Okay, cool. Great. Now I'm going to say I'm going to push this to Railway. Tell me the steps on how to do that. Connect it to Railway so I can see it live. So Railway, I should probably give you a little bit of context over here. I've used Railway to build out other back-end apps. And it's super cheap. Yeah, it's like $5 a month. I think most people can get by with the $0. I mean, if you're just launching something, I used it because I ran out of the 30-day free trial. But yeah, for $5 a month, it just pushes live anything that's hosted on GitHub. That's kind of, your code is already on GitHub. The main, before you connect Railway, I'll make one small fix so it actually binds. Perfect. Yeah, so I'll probably end up creating another project here. It'll ask me the GitHub repo. I'm already connected. Let me do this. Deploy the portfolio. I like how it just calls it whatever. I've yet to change any of them. I probably could, but I've yet to do it. So it's gonna connect to that guy. Sign into the Railway, new project, pick the branch, choose main, build detection, no environment variables are required. That's great, generate the public domain. That's right, okay, cool. So let's see what this looks like. So all in all, honestly, it's probably taken about 20 minutes, maybe. I think I'm at 21 minutes exactly since I hit record. But, I mean, 15 of that is just Claude Code building stuff out. And then you're really just waiting. So it's really just finding a design you want from what we've seen, asking Claude to prompt it, and then just... So I guess the other piece that I've just conveniently excluded, which is connecting Claude Code to GitHub. It's pretty easy. There's connectors to do it, but you can really just open Claude Code, tell it to connect to GitHub, create a GitHub account if you haven't. It's going to be super useful for anything you use with AI. And then Railway is just the next step. And what's beautiful about Railway, because it allows you to not just host things like this website and push things live, and you don't need to go to WordPress. And I basically have an AI editor at any time. If I want to change something, the layout of the website, I'll actually just ask Claude Code to do it. So not only is it significantly cheaper than hosting a website pretty much everywhere else, it's probably going to be $5 a month. But I use Railway for a lot of things. So it's not just hosting this website. You can host it for apps, and it's basically how you deploy things and you take it out of that back end environment, which is going to be Claude. It's going to be GitHub, and it really allows you to go live with it. All right, so it looks like it is up. Let me go over here to, I believe it is network, generate the domain. All right, moment of truth. We're going to see what it looks like. Boom. That isn't bad. Damn, it did a really good job. This is why I love this. Awesome. This is phenomenal. Okay. Wow, this is great. So, I mean, for what it's worth, we pretty much have the website right now. Did it build out the other pages? Okay, no, those are just anchors that it links to. Let's see what happens if I hit book a call. Nothing. Okay. So we'll probably end up needing to change the book a call. These photos here. That's crazy. Okay, cool. Personal portfolio website. I will connect that. Let me change it to, I'll say that is me, that is me. Probably upload my resume to finish out this piece. Alrighty. Okay, cool. And it looks damn good. Okay, so now I'll probably ask it. The blogs aren't linked to anything. This is really just the front end of the website. So I'll definitely have to change that. Okay, is pretty amazing. Present to designer. Okay, this is kind of cut off because it looks like it's a circle image. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I think I'm gonna take this image and I'm gonna ask AI to replace myself with that. We'll see how that goes. All right, let me take some notes here of what I need to do. I'm just gonna use a text edit. Should hide that, right? Okay. Let me take this, split the tab, and then what I'll do is change photo to me with ChatGPT. I think it does a better job. Change DNova logo to G Gonzalez and make the D in the circle a G. Change personal portfolio website title to Gabe Gonzalez. Personal portfolio website. Any instance of Dominic Nova, change to Gabe Gonzalez. Headshot in the square image. In the square image, in the top right corner of the 120% element. Change photo of me with dog and ChatGPT. Change photo. Change content in about me section to use resume. Okay, me section, this works section with these, with the 3 images I'll provide. I'll change that. Gabe, change any instance of 2024 to 2026. Okay, what else do we have? So we'll remove the blogs. hello@dnova.com should be team@gmail.com. Great, good, okay. And I'll provide, it should link to YouTube videos. All right, so let me take this guy for now, because I'm gonna need to take him and I'm gonna need some work. So work to do. So I'll have to do some work there. Change photo to me with ChatGPT. Change photo of me with dog and ChatGPT. Okay, so boom, boom. So what I'll do is, at least for the remove stuff, I'm gonna kind of double dip here. I'm going to take this because it looks halfway decent, and let's take this guy and say, great, it looks very good, just a couple of content edits for now. Boom. Okay, I'm going to link my resume in here. Boom. Okay, so while that guy goes, I'm going to go over to ChatGPT and make those images. So I'm going to split this out, separate the views. Let me go over here, go to ChatGPT. And so let me take this image, copy the image, boom. Let me take this one, it's me with the dog, boom. And then that one, to tell it to swap. Okay, nice. Let me take a photo of myself, get plus for more uploads, or wait to upload again. Darn. Okay, so now we are at a standby. See what I can do here. I think I have Nano Banana connected to Claude Code, so I could just go that route. Let's try that guy. All right, let's do, but I think it's installed on the desktop and not. Let's see what Gemini does. It is pretty good with images. Try it. Great. Let me take the same thing here. Boom. I do have those necessary, right? Of course I do. Do you expect anything different from me? Okay, let me take my headshot. Keep these images almost exactly how they are, but just change the person in there to me. Use the headshot for a reference. Let's see what it comes up with. Okay, allow Claude to run, of course. So it is gonna take my resume. Great. Oh, I didn't give it that one, so I'm gonna need to upload the headshot for this guy too. Whoa, gave me a buzz cut. I'm not really sure if I look like that. Can you make it look more like my headshot? This doesn't look like me. All right, let's see what we get. So in case you're unfamiliar, Google Gemini, aka Nano Banana, is really good with images as opposed to Claude. Claude's good with a lot of things, but not great at image creation. So I'll use ChatGPT a lot. I think ChatGPT does a bang up job. I just canceled my subscription recently. I've just been so knee deep into Claude, so looks a little bit more like me. At least it gave me the haircut. How about I say, we can tweak the images a little bit so it looks more like me, but keep the premise the same, but it should use my face more. Let's see what we got. Let's see how our buddy Claude Code is doing over here. Moving away. Again, it seems like a lot of time. Again, I think I'm at 39 minutes, which still is pretty crazy. I mean, to be able to build and deploy, and you've already seen it. If I really wanted to, I could deploy that website and just, it'll probably do a decent job now, just kind of tweaking everything. Okay, it didn't do a good job. Okay, maybe I can say remove the glasses and the scarf. Yeah, take this one, close this out. Let's swap me in this image, remove the glasses and scarf, but make it look like me. Right, let's upload the file. Let's do my headshot. Boom. See what we get. Time, it'll do a little bit better. Complete. Okay. Whoa! Goodness gracious, look at that. I gotta say, it did a good job with the side profile. The head's a little big. We could, look, no, I'm not saying, the hair looks good. Got the little gray going on and I needed that. Hey, at least if you're having fun, you're doing it right, right? Okay. Can we make it more of a man's body? The head looks really large for the body. Okay. Because maybe what I'll do is I'll take that one image, and once I can tweak one, I'll kind of give it like another angle for the second one. So if I can get one right, scaling body to head, probably should have done that the first time. Scaling physique with precision. Love that. All right, cool. Still looks a little weird. Maybe it's a female jacket. Let's change the jacket to a flannel. Let's see what that looks like. Maybe that's the issue. Over here, Maxinista. Let's see what it comes up with here. So I should just be able to, once this guy's finished, one more flag. I know the latest works. Okay, cool. So what you can do is check to see if it's been pushed live as you look at the deployment. So you can see here, this is how you can see in Railway that it's basically processing the changes that were made in GitHub. And it also means it was pushed to the right branch. So some errors that I've run into in the past whenever you're building out apps or anything is that it'll push it again to that original branch like it did up here, where it tried to push it not to the main branch. And so it'll make all the changes, but it's living in another branch. But this just means that it's doing right. It's deploying it to the correct branch. Not terrible, right? I look a little old. Maybe I'm just old. Do I look that old? Looks better with the flannel though. Let's go with that. Great. Let's use me in the flannel also with this dog photo. Swap. Let's take this photo and swap me in with the flannel. Keep the guy's pose the same. I hope that makes sense. So let's copy this. Boom, so it knows what to work with. Great. I mean, it doesn't look bad. Red and black, I guess that probably is a flannel color, right? So let's take this one. Oh, I should make them black and white. Doesn't look bad. All right, let's take this photo and swap me in with the flannel again. swap me in with the flannel into the dog photo. Maybe it'll swap me as the dog because I prompted terribly. Okay. Okay, so this one should be updated. So let me go ahead and hit refresh. Okay, cool. So it did push it. Let's see what it did. Gabe Gonzalez's, got to change that. It's Gabe Gonzalez, an AI marketing strategist, 2026. About me, strategic marketing leader, 18.96. Did that. Explore my AI marketing journey. Great. Love that. Dang. All right. Okay, cool. Let's see what happens if I do this. All right, we got some restrictions here. Ha ha ha. At Gmail. Okay. Opening your email client. Interesting. So what it did do is draft an email pretty much. That would draft to me. Gabe A. Gonzalez 14, Blue Springs, great, about me. All I gotta do is swap in these guys, book a call, should drop down here, and it'll send an email. Cool. View more, we gotta tweak those guys. So maybe I'll just make a couple. View resume. Wow, okay, it's interesting. G. Gonzalez, swap that in. I'd have to tweak that guy too. Scroll down, okay. So let's see the images it came up with. No, what? No, thanks. Client, okay. Let's make this one black and white. More. Why don't I go back here, right? Let's download it. I'm gonna say make it black and white. Okay. Make it black and white, please. Okay. And then what I'll do is take that image, take this image, make the two, and then what I can do, at least for now, is have it upload. Is the other one black and white too? That would be the determining factor. It is. Boom, boom. Okay. Not bad. Honestly, dude, I look so old. We'll go with it. Maybe I'll be far away. Download full size. Great. So let me drop this image in. Let me take this one again. Swap in this dog. Swap me with the flannel into this dog image and make it black and white, but don't change anything else. Right, so let me put me in there again from the one I just downloaded. Boom, boom. Okay, let's see what we get. This is fun. It looks a little better. It looks a little better. Neck's long. I don't think my neck is that long, but for now we'll go with it. It at least kind of looks, we'll go with that. All right, so now let me take this guy. Let me take my LinkedIn shot, make it black and white. Make this black and white, please, of course. We still have manners. Maybe iron the shirt. You see that? I should iron my shirt that day. Okay, all right, we'll go with that too. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll say, go back, swap this photo for the dog photo. Use this one instead. Oops, wrong one. The first photo with this second one. Let's do the next one too. This first photo, take me. Pensive flannel, older, esteemed gentleman. So let's see how that works. And then we'll just have to do the little headshot right there. But it looks like it used everything. Maybe I move this guy over unless it actually looks like that. What is this link to? Oh, the resume. It's interesting. Cool. Okay. AI marketing, growth, lifecycle marketing, exclusive winter deal. Exclusive winter deal days, get a free consultation. Okay. And then we'll need to do something like this. I think we'll need to do the, let's do some YouTube video thumbnails. Maybe I take, let's see this image. Let's do one that's a website. Design start here. Need to remove that. Okay, change this to, okay, let's do that. Let's change this to, this your next free consultation now. It's kind of exclusive winter days to your next free, let's just remove, I wanna say, I can keep that, your next free consultation now to change, maybe I just change this part. Exclusive winter deals to get it to next free consultation now. AI marketing, exclusive winter deal days, get a free consultation. Why don't I just change that to that? Yeah, change this to blank and remove the subtext. Move the identical subtext below. Cool. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Did it push it? On this guy, not as file uploads. I think they were file uploads. Paste. I think they were. Wired into the site. Okay. How about we try this one? Because I know this one will be right. Swap this first photo. Let me take this, save image as, sure, 1400. Swap this one, this second one, which we know is correct. Boom. Okay. Let's see if that works, because if not, we have a different issue here. Uploaded them both correctly. Interesting. And we upload the second one to GitHub like you did the first, and link them that way. So something I do pretty often is making sure I check my usage here. I must have reset in this time period, yeah. Okay, so supposedly it can share it or just leave it in your drive. Okay, so let me go to Google Drive and host it that way. Let's put it in Claude Code. Okay, swap that one. That one. Where's the other one? That one. Let me download all of them. This one and the dog. Okay, maybe I'll go ahead and take a screenshot of it. This uploaded all Google Drive, but only. I probably should have added the screenshot in so it knows where to look. It'll probably still find them. I have faith. Let's take those, close out. Let's take these additional edits after it's done. Go over to Porkbun, buy a domain, call it Gabe Gonzalez Marketing. Great, let's see. I'll only pull the Gemini ones, great. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and buy the domain, Porkbun. I'm gonna send something to my phone or email. I believe it does. See how Claude Code is looking. Yes, got something on the email. Lawyers made a sale of that. And then the last thing is probably connecting that to my YouTube channel. Okay, so let's find a new domain. Register a new domain. Products, domains. Find your domain. We're gonna need to buy a domain. So let's do Gabe Gonzalez Marketing.com. Boom. But there's nobody else who has it. If somebody else does, shout out to him or her. You never know. All right, this guy's moving and grooving. We'll have this second set of edits. We'll buy this domain, we'll route it to Railway, and we will be good to go. And within an hour and some change, we will have built a personal website. That easy. Change that, and then I think, I gotta link this for the latest works. Maybe I can link it to my YouTube channel with thumbnails, so it'll have 2 or 3 videos up. Cool. About me portfolio services. Interesting. Okay. Gabe Gonzalez Marketing. Come on. Where's Claudia going? All right. We have a cat visitor, but also it shows a screenshot, so it does look like it did it well. Perfect. Just needed to upload them to Google Drive. Let's make sure the changes are going live on Railway. Deployed. Great. Let me take this guy. Take that. And boom. All right, let's do that. Perfect. All right, boom, boom, boom. All right, now we are on to the Porkbun piece, which is actually linking this to a live domain. Let's go ahead, 11 bucks. That is my cat scratching on a broken desk. Let's go ahead and do this guy. Check out. I'm gonna have to hide this because I have a feeling it is connected to my credit card already, so I don't want to share that, but I will go on a brief pause and I will unpause when it's safe. All right, I actually think I'm going to hold off on this final piece. I don't know if I'm going to go ahead and buy the domain just yet. I just wonder how often I'm really going to upload this guy or update this guy. I just kind of wanted to push it live and see. I guess the last thing is tying this into this one. I'll do a screenshot of that. I'll do a Google Meridian video and then link this to my YouTube channel. And then as quickly as it was, we just made a website, and all we would need to do is change this domain. It's pretty easy in Railway. All you would do is go over to settings here and add your custom domain. It'll give you some CNAME stuff to add into the back end of the DNS, and you would be live. So let me just go ahead and change. All right, so it is making those final changes. But for now, we can at least see the images have changed. Great, nice, boom, cool. That'll be changing. And then we would just need to change that too. All right, and just that quickly, we have built out an entire personal portfolio website. Looks pretty good to me. It took us about an hour and some change, but in reality, it was pretty easy because all we ended up doing was putting everything through Claude, sending a bunch of screenshots. I think it probably took me about 10 prompts. The part that I didn't show though was that I had already connected Claude to GitHub and to the Google Drive. So outside of doing that. But again, it's probably an extra 2 or 3 prompts for you to get everything set up. But once it is set up, you can see how quickly it was to build a website. Now you can do this with just about anything. So if you're doing an ABM strategy, you could take a design, upload it, probably have a CSV sheet right next to it, and then just boom, boom, and just champ all of these out on their own domain. And the beauty of these domains, at least in Railway, is you're not paying for it just yet. So if you wanted to go through and commit and buy a domain, it's as easy as buying that domain, going over to settings here, and then just updating the DNS to make this a live website. So, but this right now, it would just change this URL. So it doesn't look great, but if I did just go over here, I mean, you know, it is live. So, and that was attached because there's an anchor there, but this is a live URL. So anybody could realistically take this URL, copy paste it, and it would be good to go. There you go. I hope you found this helpful. This is how quickly you can make a website, just between GitHub, Claude Code, a couple screenshots, and then pushing everything live on Railway. And obviously Google Gemini for some images, but had a lot of fun making this one, and I may or may not end up pushing this guy live. We'll see, but thank you so much. Hope you had a good time, and I will see you later. All right, I had a change of heart. Gonna go ahead and buy it and get that domain live. So we're gonna go back over to Porkbun, which is where I buy all my domains. Super cheap if you haven't did it yet. Gabe Gonzalez Marketing. I think GabeGonzalez.com. There's absolutely no way. I would be very shocked. GabeGonzalez.com is available. Ooh, unavailable. We got GabeGonzalez.ai. It's $11. I'm gonna snag it up. Ooh, it's pricey. Maybe we do Gabe Gonzalez Marketing. Okay, let's go with it. All right, just waiting for it to load. It cost $11. Let's go for the checkout. All right, this is where I'm gonna go off screen just to finish everything. Spelled marketing right, that's great. Okay, now that we have bought the domain, all I'm going to do is now connect it to Railway to make this actually a live website. So we will be good to go. Cool, so let's go ahead and get this guy live. I'm just gonna ask Claude Code, maybe the best way to do this. How to connect my new domain to Railway to enable this. Oops, enable this with a custom domain. Should be pretty easy. Let's go over here. Maybe I can use the old noggin. It is GabeGonzalezMarketing.com. Paste. Select a port 8080. That should be fine. Add the domain. Here we go. Okay, straightforward. So what I'll do is split the tab with the current view, add a record. We'll go CNAME, target, boom, right, nice. This guy, I want to use an alias record. No, don't, CNAME, no, delete this guy. Yeah, let's delete that. Let's add a CNAME. Point there, look at me, using the brain. I'll do it, do one, let's see what it says. Domain or subdomain. No way a CNAME pointed to something for a subdomain, blah, 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 blah. Wait for propagation. Let's see the error I get. Don't know why. Use it blank for a wildcard. Maybe I just try this and no at that. Getting this in Porkbun for the CNAME. This'll give me some more context here. Okay, so let me try an alias record. Whoops. Okay. Try it as an alias record. Okay, let's try this. Text record I shouldn't get any issues with. Alright, okay, so it took that one. Interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead. Oopsie, deleting that CNAME. It's loading. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Maybe I need the SSL. Let's see what happens if I proceed to see. Well, it does show. Okay, so GabeGonzalezMarketing.com, you can see that it is there. Great. Maybe I do just need an SSL certificate. That's what I would think if I were to use my little brain. Right, I do have a certificate, okay. Okay, proceeded to be unsafe, it worked. Let me take my DNS here, a little screenshot, take that. Okay, so it says I should be good. It should be that simple. Let me go back to our buddy Railway. Let me separate the views. Look at Railway. Okay, so it says it, yeah, should be good. Let's see if I get the issue. Boom! No issue. All right, so it's been verified. So that's simple. Pretty easy to connect a domain. You basically just add those CNAME in the text record and you are good to go. And here we are with our portfolio. Let me change these images. Okay, just prompt Claude Code. For the latest works portfolio images, I'll need to link to YouTube videos on my YouTube channel. Can you do that for me? Pull the thumbnails. Question mark. Let me go to my YouTube channel. See what I want channel. Look at that. I got a whole one video. Help. With no API key. Could you send me the YouTube videos you want featured? In the order right now there are 3 cards, but I can add or remove slots to match however you may send. Here's the first one. Let's see what it does. Maybe I'll use this video as the next one. Alrighty folks, and there we are. That is the end of it. You could see that the website is 100% live on that domain. Easy peasy. It took us an hour and 20 minutes to build out an entire website portfolio with the content based around stuff we have that is true and accurate. So it takes you no time, and now if we were to spend even more time on it, it'd be even quicker. Or it'd be even better. So at this point, you could probably just take this and rinse, wash, repeat, use it for whatever website you want. But look, this used to take days, months, but how quickly it was just to put all this together. All right, well, I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something. Always here if you need anything. Thank you so much, and be well. You need something, get a hold of me through here. All right, bye.